Hello, hello, hello. And we're alive. Good afternoon, morning, and evening, wherever you are in this world. My name is Candace, your host for the evening. I don't know where you are in the world, but I'm in hot and steamy hell. You gotta love it. We have a great show for you tonight. And tonight, we have a great show. Didn't see that one coming, did you? All right, I have my note cards, which are not helping me very much at this moment. Let me tell you that. Up first, we have a group of artists who will be showing their performance practices. We have Mateusz Dobash with Ready-Made Open Practice, collaborating with Julia Faber-Data, Neos Barson Roca, and Ruben Martinez Oreo. No, not like the cookie. I know what you're thinking, and that is how the cookie crumbles.
So it went into the space more than physical space between us. But I felt like a breath was moving, how we could change how, and you would feel how it moved.
Even though we were going slowly, I felt like it was difficult not to get hyperventilated somehow. It was trying to get your own rhythm, but still it was little effort to pay attention to your breathing, so I was like a bit slow.
Yeah.
And it's tough to find a way in between. Also when I was trying to ask myself if I could go fast. Earth is over. Next time.
I didn't know that you have to be talking about it.
But is the breath also kind of an assumption of, to say maybe it's not even the breath, maybe it's pause in between, silence.
basically, music is about measured time, right? It could be stable. And it could be you're rushing up and not measured. You cannot measure.
So we keep constantly inside this sphere of the water. You can drop it, let's say now, you can drop it anytime. You can start with it, with the loop. And then you drop it. You start to play with it.
Hello. 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 Oh, hello, everybody. How are you? What did we just see right now? What was that? That was fantastic. Let me tell you, we were breathing as I am breathing now. I hope you were breathing. Do you hear that? That is breath that is burning and consuming itself. That was just fantastic. So, just a little bit about what we just saw. We just saw a few artists, friends maybe they weren't. You be the judge. Who had not met each other before in the studio until the moment of that filming. And they were exploring not only their body, but their environment and their breath. As I am exploring my breath right now with this microphone. It's very... Actually, I want to hear that breath. Give me 1 second. Oh yeah, I did a little cowboy change. Oh, sorry, pardon. Cowgirl change, costume change. You know, just for kicks and giggles. All right. Oh, I can totally hear me now. Can you hear me now? Fantastic. That was fantastic. So let's go back. So why are these people collaborating? Why are we even here? Why am I even presenting this Exquisite Mail? What the hell is Exquisite Mail 1.1? Why does it have a period? Why is it 1.1? Well, let me tell you. There is 2 events, right? We are one right now, and there will be another one in April. But these events did not start here in Brussels. These events started in Chicago. That's where I'm from. That's where Candace is from. That's me. That's Candace. Yes, Candace, you get it. Oh my God, I have fans in Brussels already. I love that. So Exquisite Mail was, it was an exploration about collaborations. It was an exploration artistically about how to share your skills, how to share the knowledge that we artists explore in our practice. And we don't like practicing alone. We like to work with others. We like to steal ideas from others and copy people and then paste them over other things and make them our own some way, somehow. And that's exactly what these events are for. These events are for exchanging and sharing and collaborating and seeing what happens and seeing what comes of it, right? So in Chicago, we did this over a period of 6 months where 20 artists exchanged work amongst groups of 3 each. It's really difficult to explain. I wish I can draw a picture. I'm trying to draw a picture with my breath and my hands, but it's hard to go and show you, right? But they all, in the span of 6 months, collaborated on one piece. So we have 3 artists collaborating on one piece. At the end of 6 months, they exchanged like over the mail or by bike messenger, however they wanted to exchange. And at the end of the 6 months, they had presented a collaboration piece in believe it or not, in a gallery with about 200 people, sweating and breathing on each other. My screen was just being mopped a little bit. It had a little bit of fluff. Don't mind the mop. It's just part of the collaborations. So back in 2015, this was 6 years ago already, when we were still able to touch people, like before this whole bullshit, pardon my French, before this whole corona crisis, we can't touch people anymore or breathe on them or like lick them. Back when that was still possible, we were able to collaborate in ways that now we have to refigure out how to do, if that even makes any sense. But I mean, as an artist, as I'm sure you know that you've had to change the way you make work since a year now. And this is how Exquisite Mail 1.1 and 1.2 were born. I wanted to bring Exquisite Mail to Brussels, but because of the performance part of the art scene here in Brussels, it's kind of become more of a collaborative performance, collaboration event rather than a gallery thing. And who wants to go to a boring white wall, white cube, full of white people? Pardon my French again. I'm not racist against white people, but you can say that I am. I'm not white. That's for sure. Let me tell you. Well, that's a story for another day, okay? Because my note cards are white. That is a fact, and we're not going to get into that today. But due to the crisis and due to everything that's been happening, we really had to step it up and think outside of that white box and bring to you something that we can stream, obviously, from my beautiful studio that we've transformed into a streaming studio with my comfy chair and my beautiful cushions that I made myself. Yes, girl. I see you there. I see you. You can sit on that and spin. Oh, you can't see it. Damn it. It's fine. Oh, we're gonna show you what I was talking about. You can sit on that and spin. Well, that was okay. Anyhow, we have a few other performances for you today. This first one that we saw, it was a little bit of an opening because we wanted to show you kind of the practice that goes behind a collaboration, right? As these artists were for the first time not feeling each other because you can't. They were understanding their movement and understanding their breath and with the sounds, hearing everything that was happening around them and exploring the space with their bodies and their breath and the sounds that they were making as well. We got to see something very beautiful that you usually don't see unless you're a friend who goes to an artist's studio practice. And so we wanted to bring that to you, and we wanted to make it as real as it is, because that's what it was. It was just a practice. I mean, it's called ready-made open practice. And why is it ready-made? Because you can pop it into the microwave and bam, you have, this is one of my favorite quotes of the whole thing. You have breath burning to consume itself. I mean, how beautiful is that? I don't even need my note cards anymore. Because who needs note cards? I actually kind of need them. Hold on, give me 1 second. What a beautiful trend. Oh, I can't hear myself, and they're upside down. 1 second. Anyhow, so I'm really happy that we were finally able to do this. It's been a few months in the making. And originally it was going to be in one single space. In the end, that space was too small. We wanted to bring this to a larger space. We were able to explore other spaces as well. And we were able to do it and work together. And it's not just a collaboration within each of these performances. I want to say that all of these artists have brought something to this entire event. And we're going to bring it to you live from Anderlecht. It sounds so funny to say that, but we're actually in Anderlecht. We're in Brussels. We're just south of the Midi station. If you want to drop by, you can come by. You can get some candy. I have some gummy bears for you, okay? The first one to come here to find my address somewhere, you want to be a creep, come find me. I have gummy bears for you, okay? Just kidding. Just stay tuned. If you stay in front of your computer, safe from contaging anybody else. Is that even a word? Contaging? Can someone look that up for me? No. Yeah, let's not be toxic, okay? We have enough toxic masculinity. We have enough toxic everything else. I wish we can eat that toxicity like I'm eating this gummy bear right now. Let me tell you that. All right. This is really good. I'm going to check the time because unfortunately we are timed. I'm going to bring a guest in. And this guest has no idea that that they're going to be a guest. I think it's important to talk about things that are happening in our midst. You can decline if you don't want to be my guest on my beautiful show. This is the Candace show. Would you like to be a guest on my show? To say some beautiful things about the social importance of eating gummy bears. Do you like gummy bears? Come on in. Bow, 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 bow. Hello? Is it you I'm looking for? I'm not a singer. We're not even going to go. What's your name? Where do you come from? And how old are you? Maybe not the last part.
Why not?
I don't know. I mean, do what you want.
Yeah. My name is Raul. I come from here, and I'm old enough to be on video.
He comes from here, and he's old enough to be on video, coming to you live from Anderlecht. Now,
I don't really know what I'm doing here, though.
No one does. That's what we're gonna tell them.
Okay.
Do you like gummy bears?
I love gummy bears.
What is your favorite gummy bear flavor? Oh, really?
Sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut.
Yeah.
How do you spell that?
I don't spell it. I eat it.
Mic drop. Oh wait, he's not holding a mic. Thank you. That was enlightening.
You're welcome.
You are free to go.
Yeah.
And we want to say thank you to our sponsors.
What are our sponsors? Gummy bears.
Gummybears.com.
Okay. Can I have gummy bears?
Yeah, they're in the kitchen somewhere. Oh no, I have some here. Here, you won a Coca-Cola gummy bear. Not our sponsors.
Thank you, artist comment. Thank you,
Candice. Candice. Okay, no, get it? It's a play on word. Never mind. Okay, bye. All right. We're going to take a short break. About 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And we'll be right back at you with more of me, obviously. With this. A little bit more of this. A little bit more of this. But more importantly, with another performance. Let me check my note cards. I made them for a reason. We're going to be coming at you with Progetto Colore by Giulia Bonfiglio. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. All right. I'll leave you with a beautiful portrait of mine. And we'll be right back. Hello. Hi. We're back. Somehow. Yeah, we'll be there in a minute. Hopefully. There we are. Great. Hi. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good. So we decided to come back on a little bit earlier, just to be sure that we get the momentum and keep it going. We don't want to keep you holding on to your horses too long. I hope you got yourself a little cocktail or two or even three.
Of course, people are drinking like crazy watching us.
Bah oui,
play around.
it's like jeudi. C'est pas un truc ça?
It is.
Bah tu vois?
Yeah, getting drunk on a Thursday.
And that term I came to learn when I moved to Brussels.
Jeudi. So,
Ooh, that
when
was...
did you move to Brussels?
I moved to Brussels 4 years ago in May. Because why not? I mean, Brussels is the it spot. The New York Times called this place the New Berlin, okay?
Did they?
Yeah. That was not the reason I moved. But yeah, anyway, I moved here 4 years ago for love. Candace was in love, and she decided to come here. And then I joined the Artist Commons, and it was fantastic after that. After I found my art family, it was beautiful. Which is where I met you.
Am I part of your art family?
You are part of my art family.
That's so nice.
So André Chapat, this beautiful man right here, he's kind of the man behind the scenes. He's the one who helped us set up all of this audiovisual gadgetry, pageantry stuff. And I guess we're going to kind of go back and forth with questions to each other. But I want to first ask you how this project's been for you, and like going into it, what was your... How did you want to collaborate with all of us? Because we are a lot, and you're doing a very special thing, I think.
Yeah, I just took the technical part. So trying to make sure that everything is running, that all the contracts get paid. This came out of a little bit of subsidy money, COVID money given from the government. Quickly liquidated as fast as possible, get into artists' pockets. But to do that, to get that money, we had to make something COVID-friendly for the people. So here we are. And that's kind of where things kind of got interesting, because you had done a project where you came from in Chicago back in the days was it called Exquisite Mail back then?
It was called Exquisite Mail. Yeah, it was called Exquisite Mail. The idea behind it was because we were supposed to exchange artwork via slow mail, like the post. That proved to be difficult in our day. So people would like bike each other their work and stuff, but in the end we kept the name Exquisite Mail because as a collaboration, the base of this name is exquisite. So if you know of Exquisite Corpses, you know the little drawings where you take 3 people and they each draw a part of the body on a piece of paper without seeing the other person's drawing first, and then you open up the drawing in the end and it's like this creature thing with like weird arms that don't correlate at all with his head or his feet. And that's kind of what these collaborations tended to kind of become.
It feels like that a little bit now, actually. It's like this really monstrous kind of like stream that we've cobbled together like real fast, and having like a lot of fun along the way, mixing super serious stuff with research, and that's kind of what the Artist Commons has always been about, is sort of like trying to create a platform where anybody can sort of join and show their work.
I joined, and well, you know, that's just anybody can join. No, I'm kidding.
And so what's the art scene like in Chicago?
The art scene in Chicago is, if I may, very different from here. It's a lot more commercial, and kind of just the way the city is built. It's very different, it's very segregated, if you will. Everybody has their little niche artist groups, and everybody doesn't talk to each other. So if Artist Commons was in Chicago, they would be in one space or you know, one network, and then you would have like 7 or 8 other people doing similar things in their own networks, underground still. So there's like a very big separation between commercial art and the underground, and everybody's very dispersed across the city. And so the idea of Exquisite Mail was also to connect with these other networks and bring together and tie together as many different people kind of doing the same thing, and having conversations around the issues that we run into, and the trouble that we go as an artist. I mean, it's a very precarious career, and I mean now, I mean today's it's even better for us.
All
Yeah,
right.
let's get it. But what else can you do, right? We have to continue having these conversations and continue making work and continue exploring each other's artwork.
And so, how's it been doing Exquisite Mail in Brussels within the Artist Commons compared to your experiences in Chicago?
It's been interesting because I'm used to more of a visual arts. Okay, I'm trying to translate in my head. Plastic arts geared artistic community.
You mean fine art or
Fine arts, yeah, just like sculptures, drawings, paintings. Not performance, but
it's still kind of considered visual art.
no, yeah, that's why I said plastic arts. Because hold on one second. Can you? Yeah, there's.
Of course, I can take over and banter for the people on the internet. Find people on the internet.
Who are these people on the internet? How do I even?
Oh, we seem to have something going on back there. What's going on? Wait, I'll let you over here. I gotta try and check this out.
What in the world are we seeing? Why? Well, ain't that something? I'm telling you, this is a beautiful. Oh, and it's gone. And just like that, folks. And just like that, it's gone. All right, we're going to close this back up, and we're going to go right back into it. What was that? What was it? You'll find out. You'll find out.
Well, I went outside and I couldn't see it. Okay, kids, if you see something behind us, please yell out to us, okay? All the kids at once. If you see something behind us, just shout behind you.
We'll hear it. We will hear it.
All right, let's try it together, okay? 1, 2, 3. Behind you.
Behind you.
Well, come on, one more try. 1, 2, 3. Behind you. All right.
I think I heard it this time. I heard it loud and clear. But yeah, okay, I see what you did there.
Having fun. Frankenstein stream, everybody. Exquisite Mail with the Artist Commons.
With the Artist Commons, yeah. I forgot what I was saying, but
You're talking about Brussels versus Chicago.
yeah, that's right. So here what I noticed right away, maybe it's because I fell into a more performance-based artistic community. I found myself performing a little bit more than I would even consider doing ever. So with Artist Commons, we were doing a lot of the GIF events, and in those I did a couple of performances, and they were super nerve-wracking. I mean, we're here now, and that's a lot. It's very different. I'm a sculptor. I don't necessarily do performances, but it's been really interesting to collaborate with some artists and see my plastic work, my textile work, actually as part of the performance. So you'll see some of that tonight, which is great.
Should we move on to the next part of the show?
The next part of the show might be ready for you. No, well, yeah, we're a bit early.
We're on a tight schedule.
We're gonna keep it tight.
Maybe we gotta interview someone else. How about
We have a few more minutes. We have 5 more minutes.
Bonfiglio, do you want to do a tiny interview to talk about your piece?
Yes.
I think it would be nice if you came and talked about it a bit. You ready?
Yeah. We have Giulia Bonfiglio, everybody. Here she comes.
Hello, Candy. I brings you candies.
Oh, they're so sweet. Thank you. My favorite. So yeah, actually, so tell us a little bit about your project. It's called Progetto Colore.
Yes.
Yes. Who are you? And
Giulia Bonfiglio.
and why are you Progetto Coloreing for us today?
Okay, that's quite good stuff. So, hello people, I'm Giulia Bonfiglio, nice to meet you. So, Progetto Colore comes from a project with the school. I was doing a subject, color, pratiquer la couleur was the subject. And I just had to deal with the color and the medium, and I had to somehow make a project out of it.
Okay.
So basically, I took off the color of my hands because
Wait, time out. I still see the color in your hand. I don't think you took it off. You just
goodbye. so so I just actually copy
You
the
took it,
color.
You took it. You
I took it.
Yeah, you did.
I did it.
I believe you.
And I just use these colors and I just create a shading backgrounds with a piece of wood.
Okay.
And I just ask my friends, Clelia Patrono, to yes, to make a music for this.
Okay.
And I just did a performance where that you will see soon.
Okay, so you're collaborating in this piece with your friend for music, and then you're also collaborating with André Chapat for the documentation of this.
Yes, André Chapat helps me a lot with the documentation. Kisses, André! So, and also for the editing of the video, because actually what you don't know is that there are two versions of these videos. The first one is the actual documentation of the performance, so like long version. Okay. The second one is the one that you will see soon, and is not exactly the. We also use the video as a medium. So Andre helps me to edit and to put the focus and put the video be part of the whole project. That is about perceptions.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you very much. We're going to get right into it. We're going to take a little 5-minute break. Just kidding. We're going to play a little snippet, and then we're going to get right into Progetto Colore.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Hello. And we're back. Well. Oh, now it's Manny. Candice is not here for this one. I think Candice gave me the relay after his beautiful performance that we just saw. How'd you feel about it?
Okay, I have to say you.
I loved it.
Yeah, I feel quite released now that finally it's over. I mean, oof, it was quite tough. And also, I watched it like, I don't know, maybe 10 times, and each time was even more bored, you know? Like, every time that I was looking at it, it was like bored and boring and boring. So I'm quite happy that it's over, and I hope I can move on.
You very well can move on. It is now forever implanted into the internet. But you can move on. That's fine. No, but it was beautiful. I really like the way your hands kind of like at one point were framed and continued the line of the board. That was so it just became like one piece that kind of like was outlining the board. It was just I think it was magical. And sometimes you can just lose the color of your hands in the background, and it just became this sensuous and not at the same time exploration. It was great.
Yes,
Yeah.
actually. This I'm also quite happy for this reason, because this is exactly what I wanted to reach. And because I took the references, okay, now let's talk seriously. I took as a reference, I took a video of a psychologist guy from Japan. I don't remember his name. Is very bad on me, but it's super hard to remember. Anyways, he did this kind of experimentation about optical illusion. And basically, if you have a square in a shady background and you move it fast, the square seems to change color, but is actually an optical illusion. The square is exactly the same colors in every moment. So I did exactly the same with my hands, but then as I'm a dancer, I thought like, but why not maybe just simply dance on it with my hands, and that's it. That's how all my idea starts.
That's great inspiration. Yeah, that's super great. I think these optical illusions have inspired a lot of artists and have even inspired movements of art. And I think you did a really good job at portraying that into a performance where you kind of just like, it became an ethereal moment where we didn't know if the painting if your hand was a painting or if the painting was kind of like absorbing your hand. And that was just great.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you too.
You're welcome. I think Candice wants to come back. If you want to be freed of this, you are free to go, but you can hold the mic while Candice comes back.
Okay. I will just hold the mic from Candy.
You can talk to the world.
Yes, I can talk to the world. So let's talk, guys. We are here in Candy's house in Anderlecht, and live from Anderlecht, and it's like amazing. It's my first streaming, and I'm super happy to be here and part of the show. And oh my God, Candice, but you changed your hairdressers. What did you do at your head?
Well, my hair changes drastically really fast. If I'm nervous, it gets really curly and frizzy, and if I'm not nervous, it gets slightly straight like this. Just kidding. Do you really like it?
Oh yeah, sure.
Perfect. No, but I wanted to ask you before you go actually.
Yes.
So how did your performance change? Because you were mentioning that the documentation edit was different from the long version of this video. So how did it change your perspective on the project itself in general when you learned that this was going to be a collaboration and you wanted to adapt it more to the Exquisite Mail show tonight?
So, as this is a work of perception, need to be done in a certain conditions. And what it turns out, the first time I did this performance, it was that actually, if I record it from far away, the effect is not gonna be the same things than the video. So I thought, that's a bit tricky, because in Exquisite Mail I have to make a video. So how can I how can I manage these things, and how can I transform my project to make it visible also in the videos. And so we talk a bit with Andrea, and we found out that actually to be like closing up is gonna work more than to have like long far away recording. So, but Andrea also told me that it could be nice just to have the video of the performance. So so we make these two videos, and this video that you saw just now, we adapted thinking about the video as a medium. So how can I manipulate my artwork in with another medium, which is in this case the video. And actually it works perfectly, because we really make the video part of all of this. And yeah, and this for me it was great, really. When I saw it for the first time and it like completely artwork finished, I was like, wow, this is exactly what I wanted.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yes. Yes, and I'm also super excited because I start to understand more how to work with different medium, and yeah, I feel like I'm enriching myself.
That's great. So, speaking of using other mediums to kind of like guide you in your art process, because really this is what it is, right? You're exploring your art process through different mediums and through these collaborations that we're talking about. The music had a big, I assume, had a big role in that, right? When you talked to your friend, what was her name again?
Clelia.
Clelia, did you and her talk about what music was going to go better with this, or did you choose something at random, and how did that influence how you moved or what you did, and how did that happen?
So with Clelia, we have been talking about this project for a long time, like for maybe not long time. I mean, maybe like 6 hours or something like that. But spreading in the 1 month maybe. So yeah, we talk about my perception, my idea, and what I wanted from this work, and she just like start to show me some music that she did, and we talk about tonality and frequencies, because we are also talking about colors. So somehow I wanted something that could match with the whole topic, which was colors. And then she one day she just came with this fantastical music soundtracks, and I was like, wow, this is super great, because it's like all different words that pop up in 1 second, and I really like also the calmness and softness of these music tracks. And so I tried to, when I was dancing, then I was trying to follow the music and to also like use it. So actually it's not really like my movement comes from the music, but the music comes from my idea. So yeah, it's like a chain.
Yeah. And I also like the fact that the colors, the orange, red, yellow tones that we see in the background, we perceive that as a very calming, and also the gradient that you use is very calming in some, and so I feel like that plays really well with the music and the movements at the same time. So all in all, I think that worked really well together. So kudos, chapeau, as we say here.
Thank you so much.
And thank you.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did it.
In a little bit, we're gonna take a little break. We're gonna take about a 15-minute break or so, and come back with another performance. This time by Mehdi Mojahid. You may know him. He's very known here in the dance performance world in Brussels.
It's my favorite negative friends.
Your fabric negative friend?
Favorite negative friends.
Okay. Do you want to elaborate on that? That sounds... What does that mean?
No,
Maybe we don't want to get into that. I don't want to answer that. I don't want to ask her that question.
No. Okay, okay. I will explain more. It's just because me and Maddie, we have a long history about doing a lot of COVID tests and be always negative, and you know all this joke.
Okay, you scared me for a second. Yeah.
I cannot scare you. I'm negative. Oh my God.
What was that? What? I think my lens was being cleaned again. Thank you. Thank you for that, world. I appreciate it. Well, that was not in my note card. So thank you so much for that little hair in the mouth. Thank you so much for that little anecdote of your favorite negative friend. Ah, jeez, Louise. All right, we're gonna take a short break, like I said. Thanks for tuning, and we'll be right back. Oh, it doesn't cut. Okay, I'll be back. Hi, we're back. I mean, we're back. Oh my god. Okay, hello everybody. Welcome back. My name is Candace, aka Emmanuel Cortez. Who'd have known? Yes, it's me. I know this disguise is really good. So yeah, Emmanuel Cortez here, live from Anderlecht. I'm the curator, programmer of this show. No, I am not drunk. Okay, it's way too early. It's like 5 o'clock. What time is it?
It's almost 7. You can be drunk right
Voila. Okay, let me get
It's
some
moving.
tea. And here with me is Andre Shabat.
Hi, I'm Andre. Technical direction of this shindig. And we wanted to talk to you about the next person that we're going to be showing, whose work we're going to be showing, is Mehdi Mojaid, who is a very good artist, very good dance maker. He is. You all know it. We've got a couple of people who actually worked with him also, so they can vouch. I wanted to talk about Mehdi a little bit because he has had kind of a rough year with COVID. He had set up this kind of amazing show called Hagioscope, which was basically a beautiful projection filmed on location in a gallery with how many performers? There was originally a lot more also. Before COVID, there was something like a dozen performers, 10. Yeah.
It might be in my note cards.
It might be.
Hold on.
Wow, these are way more chaotic on this side. 12. That's right. Perfect. 12 performers dancing together nude, filmed from the top by a camera. And he was really on track to setting this up using kind of the structure of the Artist Commons to just get to work, plan a showing, and make everything happen. And it was really impressive to see him kind of go at it and put all this work to make something really happen. And then COVID hit and just slammed the fuck out of the whole situation. All of a sudden you can't get all these dancers rolling on top of one another. Gallery got delayed. Everything got shut down basically, a month before his whole piece got put together.
All the work had been done, yeah?
All the work had basically been done, yeah. So it was a real big loss. And right after the first confinement, he set up another date, got everything together, filmed everything with a reduced staff, made the exhibition happen. And I just recall being at that exhibition, the work being excellent, but the whole situation being busted by the police. Even though we were following the requirements, someone had complained. And so I just have this, image of Mehdi trying to explain to programmers what he was doing in this incredibly tense and weird situation. So he's been through a lot with this piece. And we've got Chiara Monteverde, who's going to come here later to talk about Hagioscope. But now he's presenting his new work, which is called Foxoma, which I've seen a couple of times live. He's done a really nice recording for this one. And yeah, my heart goes out to Mehdi because he's just like fucking trooper and just keeps going at it, keeps working, keeps doing residencies. And things have been tough. So, yeah.
Yeah, he couldn't be here today, but obviously you'll be seeing some of his work. I also saw Foxoma live at Kunstlink Gallery, which is very, very unexpected work because we were front row and that was intense. So hopefully you get this same front row feel in your cozy homes. But that just goes to show, right, that we have to adapt our work and the way and the processes that we have, and all of the work that we've done isn't lost. It just needs to be changed, and we need to rethink how we do things. And this is inspiring to create different artwork and new ways of showing, playing TV, as we say, as we said earlier today. And it's been fun. It's like an experience I've never had, and it's something that comes so naturally to me. Or I should say, comes naturally to Candace. And thank you again, cleaners. That was fantastic. I didn't even know we had a smudge on the screen. Can you? I think you missed a spot. Can we? Oh yeah, that's it. Oh, just how I like it. Long and rainbow.
I love it. So maybe what I propose is to get Chiara Monteverde to take my place to talk about her experience with Agioscope. And
We have a surprise guest. Let's go.
Hello.
Hello. How are you? Look at this beautiful makeup. What happened? How are you doing? What's life? How is it? What everything? Tell me everything. Tell me all of it.
This week is good.
Yeah.
Last week, yeah. This week is good. Last week was less good. But so I was doing a workshop, and we had to do a performance. It was about costuming and about performance and costume together.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's my jam.
Yes. I really thought a lot about you.
Oh, that's fantastic. I mean, we've worked together on it was kind of not planned, but it just happened. We worked on a costume for you for one of your pieces. It's in Italian, the title. I forget the name.
Camera gas con neve bianca.
Apparently she forgets the name too. Say it again. Say it again. So I remember.
Camera gas con neve bianca.
So it was a Snow White costume.
Yeah.
And
It means white gas chamber with Snow White but reverse.
voila. So white snow. She brought a costume to me that you had put together and had performed in it, and it was breaking apart.
Yeah, because I'm not. I don't have skills to sew and to make costumes. So actually, one other good performer and friend of mine helped me to make this costume of Blanche Neige, Snow White, one day. But it was really made with scotch, with staples, and with a lot of other. Yes. For like professional is like really horrible to see a costume made out like this, but it was for Carnaval Sauvage, an event that is very famous here in Brussels. And then so I said, but maybe I can find. I don't know. I felt that I was finding out an alter ego of myself, and so I wanted to try to build a performance on it. And I performed the first time in Artist Commons almost 2 years, maybe 1 year ago, in summer. I don't know, before
It was
Corona.
A year before Corona, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was almost 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
a year and a half.
And so it fall apart during the performance.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask for a proper help. And so I asked to Mani, which built a super nice costume.
I remember this I don't mean to snatch the microphone, I'm sorry. But I remember this performance is very active, and the costume while performing was also falling apart slowly. So it was kind of nice to be able to help you give it life again. And what we did was right before a performance you did in Antwerp, if I remember correctly, which unfortunately I couldn't go. And this was during COVID time, so it was kind of like a really weird experience as well, that where you had to adapt the audience members and how people registered and all of that, which we're seeing now in live events. People have to register, such like Mehdi did. He had like maybe 4 audience members at a time. So this is also the logistics behind how we do art also is changing a lot, and I think that somehow feeds into the work that we put forward. Did that change how you made that performance, or how you interacted with the audience or whatnot?
So there was a small amount of audience allowed, and also there were a distance of 1.5 meters from each other's, and everybody was wearing a mask, and the space was quite big. So that was the setup. That's it.
That's good. So
no, so I want to say we actually we also studied the fact of we mentioned the fact that these costumes were falling apart, but we also disfrutar.
Enjoy.
We also exploit this
Ah.
characteristic in order to create a undressing
okay.
moment. I spoke with you
Yeah.
and I said, actually, I would like to undress properly, performing, and so becoming like a different character. Or
So-
yeah,
Yeah. So the fact that the costume was falling apart in the first performance made you kind of change it a little bit to make that part of the performance, and then
and
you
you helped me to.
and then you had like a whole set of movements that allowed you to change while you're performing to
Yeah.
create a different costume with
Yeah.
the pieces that you already had.
Yeah.
And yeah, I did totally help to make that happen in a more fluid way without the costume hurting her, because I remember the staples were like on the arm, which worked fantastically, but she moved so much that at some points the staples were just like poking everything, and that couldn't have been comfortable. No. So I kind of want to switch gears and come back to Mehdi, because I remember you also have worked with Mehdi on Agioscope during this entire last year, right? It was last year that you guys worked on it, and so again, going back to this whole events collaboration and how that works and how that inspires your work and how that inspires your relationships and the process behind making art. How was your experience working with Mehdi?
So already as André Chapat described, the situation was not easy. We worked in October, so it was already Corona, and we also have to deal with reducing any kind of contact also at home during the process, because we couldn't get contagious. So it was very tough. The let's say the ambiance around, but it was super nice to work inside the space, and it was like a little island of dream. It was also very physical, very challenging also, because at certain point we always tried out starting from a practice that Mehdi were sharing each day, that were involving massage, but very physical also. And then we were training this dance authentic dance on the floor, because also, as we already speak about, there were captation from the ceiling, like a circular with a cadre circular cadre.
Actually, yeah, with a frame.
With a frame, yeah, because actually the term agioscope comes from the Greek, which means it means
peephole, no? Or like a see-through.
it's actually a hole that in the Middle Age, during so in the Middle Age they were building these towers, little towers, or little chamber, where they were putting like people sick of horrible disease.
Okay.
Like plague,
The plague.
and plague,
Yeah.
and they were
Bubonic plague.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so people, these people were feed through a hole, and also the people from outside could see the people inside from the hole, but
Right.
these people never went out.
Okay.
So the research that Mehdi did comes really from far, but also he wanted to give another interpretation to it, and he wanted to build a performance much more soft and much more linked with sensuality, but really in a soft way and in a not in a rude way. And so basically we train this authentic dance between us under this circular frame, and then we perform naked. And I remember that the first time we try out naked, it was not so easy.
Yeah.
Because
Was this I mean, also the whole corona situation was not helpful, so there was also that anxiety that we all have. I mean, you can air out the space as much as you can, and you try to have the least amount of contacts, and you wash your hands, and you're clean, and you
we were paying super attention. And also I want to mention the fact that Mehdi was super nice to really create this space for dialogue, there were always the space for doubts and for eventually do the performance, eventually dress up. And he really was il était vraiment à l'écoute. He was really listening to our needs, and he opened up spaces for discussion and for our sensation from inside. And this is very important, and it was very professional.
That's great.
To feel and to feel that we were in a group, but we were important as a part of the process of creation, but also he needed us to be really comfortable in that situation, and in the end we were. But sometimes we also fight.
I'm sure.
Fight a little, not fight, but we were so uncomfortable. Also, we didn't touch each other since for months, and then immediately come to this.
Yeah. That's intense.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for that. That was a little snippet of working with Mehdi in a very collaborative project. Slightly, I should say, it's 180 from our performance that we'll be showing today. Foxoma is very much a solo show. The collaboration aspect for Foxoma comes with the documentation of this. So Mehdi collaborated with Jose Manuel Montilla, who is a filmmaker, and he documents artists as well. So there's that beauty of collaboration. Thank you so much for speaking to us about your experience within this crazy crisis. And yeah, I mean, it's beautiful to hear that even with this anxiety-filled moments, you were able to still exchange a really nice moment with a few artists, and even inspire each other and get so comfortable that you were able to produce something so beautiful as Hagioscope.
Because we need art, we think that we can do other stuff like making bread, but it's also we can make bread, but we need really to.
Yeah. How many of you learned how to make bread during confinement? I know I did. I baked my first bread and it was amazing, let me tell you. But it is important. We do need art. And you know what? We're making it right now.
Yeah.
And also?
Yeah, nothing. I will also perform in the next.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, Exquisite Mail, listen up. Exquisite Mail has 1.1 because Exquisite Mail in Chicago was just Exquisite Mail. But I knew I wanted to do it more. And here, this event had to be split up into two for logistical reasons, just because we wanted to, and why not? So Exquisite Mail 1.2, the second event in this 2-point series, is going to be April 15th. It's not going to be online. We're going to stream it or document it, that's for sure. So you will be able to access it online, but it will be live as well.
It will be live, and we also find a place.
Don't tell them yet.
No,
It's a secret location.
secret, but that allows public because there is air, it's very big. Yeah.
It's outside.
Yeah.
We will not say anymore. Stay tuned. Secret locations are our favorites.
Yes.
We're working hard to get you art that is not just in front of your screen, because yeah, sure, you can have your little cocktails and, you know, chit chat to yourself or your buddy or whoever's next to you in front of the screen, but it's so much more fun to do it outside. And it's the springtime soon. This weekend is the 21st. It's springtime, and we're gonna go right into the next video with Fuck Soma. So we'll see you soon. Thanks. Hello, everybody. Just gotta get set up in here. 1 second. I'll be right with you. Please do not go anywhere. I'm getting the cables all mixed up. Well, how are you? I am back. We are back. That was a trip. What a trip. That was intense, let me tell you. If you were watching as intently as I was watching, we definitely traveled through a sea of emotions and blockages. Let me take a look at my notes. They're very important. That was Mehdi Mojahid. I'm sorry if I'm saying your last name wrong. I am terrible at this. Fuck Soma. So this is a piece about violence, the violence of an addiction, and how he tries to experiment the sensation of freedom. And we saw that. It was like, it hurt, and it was difficult. But he kept going, and he had a smile on his face. And that smile was entrancing, let me tell you. That was rough. I loved it. And seeing it live is even more impactful. So if you were like stuck to your screen like this, I can totally understand because it like pulls you in. You know what I mean? That was amazing. Thank you, Mehdi. Thank you, Mehdi, for being part of this. He also was a major part of the communication of this entire event series. So hats off to you, and thank you very much for making that happen. I need to wash my hands. I have a cut. Can you see it? You can't see it. Oh, that hurts. And you know, if I'm doing my chore day and I'm washing my hands before going to every store, can you imagine how much pain I go through? It's kind of like every single time. All right. That was not the last performance of the night, but that was definitely the last performance that was not live. Because guess what? We have a live performance coming for you later. Not right now. So I wonder if you had been wondering what is sitting right behind me. Right behind me is not an alien with lots of weird rectangular boobs. No, that's not what that is. They are fanny packs. Oh, sorry. I was exercising. I was fanny exercising. But these fanny packs are made by yours truly. For when we can go back to the parties, you can hide all of your goodies in here, all of your party favors. And they're very easily accessible by you and none other. The zipper is not on the outside, let me tell you, because that's dangerous. You can also accidentally open it way too much and then everything falls out. So be careful with that, but they're just beautiful. So, you know, party favors like hammers. We all need our hammers. And, you know, we all need our little brushes. You know what I mean? Let me brush my hair real quick. I'm going to sit down so you don't fidget over there. So he's struggling back there with the camera, let me tell you. This is a very important tool for us squirrel friends. Just kidding, I don't hide my nuts. Of course, the gummy bears. And then nothing else. But as I was saying, it's just a plug for my stuff, actually. I'm a textile artist. I make stuff with reclaimed materials. I find garbage and make it into beautiful, terrible with a microphone, make it into beautiful bags such as this one. Okay. Ta-da! And then you have all of these nice little like graphic pieces on it. And like you have all these different ones. Like, look at how beautiful they are. These are all fanny packs, these yellow ones, so they're called Yellow Fanny. Like, that's the name. So original, right? Oh, yeah, by the way, Mehdi still hasn't left. This is Mehdi's scarf. So, Mehdi, if you're out there, It is not lost. I've kept it safe for you right here. Voila. Il est là. And it will stay there until you come pick it up. Just saying. Anyway, I'm not really good at plugging. I'll take that back. I'm not really good at selling. So I'm not a salesman. I'm an artist. You know what I mean? Speaking of artists, we usually don't deal with cables either. So that's the thing. I hope you guys have been enjoying this evening. I've been learning a lot about audiovisual equipment today and throughout this whole process. So again, with like adapting our practice, it's been really interesting and it's given me new ideas, and I'm feeling more and more invigorated by these like new to me, gadgets like a camera. What is that called? A sound card. Is that correct? Did I make that up? Oh, yeah, it's a sound card. We have video cards somewhere. Maybe not here. Maybe not today. We have a microphone. Who knew? What is this? I never knew what a microphone was. Did you? Just kidding. I did. But I'm kind of going off track from my cards because it's been really exciting to even make these cards, and like take my art practice into something that I never thought I would get it into. I could put it into your face through the internet. Who'd have thought? and it's been fabulous. Look, this is my favorite note card so far. It's empty. Yeet. Okay. No, but there are actually words on these. I'm professional, okay? Candace don't play no games. Let me tell you. We're going to take a short little break. Just trying to peep at the time there. And we'll be right back. We're going to take a 7-10 minute break. So we'll be back around 7:30. And then I'll give you a little more spiel about this atelier that you're sitting in. It's not really an audio visual studio, huh? I'm lying to you. This is my home atelier. So I'm welcoming you into my home atelier, and we'll be right back with more on that. we're back. I think you can hear me. Yes, you can hear me. Now you can hear me even better. So, how goes it, world? Like I said, we're back. Today we've gone beyond what we thought we could have produced, and we're really proud of what we've produced. And I don't mean to distract you with all of these bows, but I think it's a good moment to talk to you about my studio. I'm a textile artist. I work with reclaimed textiles and found materials. And I've been making masks like this one that impede your vision and cause you to have anxiety just by wearing them. And unfortunately, because of the COVID situation, it's been really hard to show them. I was able to show them once in 2019, thankfully, at Kunstlink again. But then after, I just couldn't show them properly because I want people to wear these masks when they come into the gallery or wherever they're being exhibited. So that kind of went down the hill. But I'm going to take it off because it's really hot. I just wanted to show you this beautiful hand-sewn Elizabethan collar that is now my mouth. Yes, sultry. Love it. Oh, I'm okay. One second. Oh, that's what it was. It was my glasses. COVID, you know what I mean? Yeah. This is my real hair, by the way. No. So I figured I'm not performing today. Well, I guess I am performing, but it's a nice way to show the world the art of Emmanuel Cortez. Speaking as Candace, obviously, because I'm not Emmanuel Cortez. I also make dolls. I make voodoo dolls. They're not actually voodoo dolls. These are just all of my past lovers. Not kidding. Actually, fun story about these. When I moved to Brussels, I moved here with 3 big what do you travel with? Valise? What is that? Suitcases. So okay, back in Chicago, I bought these really cheap, $30 massive suitcases. They were like, I could fit 2 of me in these suitcases, and I came with 3. I brought all of my stuff with 3 suitcases, and I don't like to throw things away. I don't like to waste. I'm a zero déchet kind of guy. I like to maximize the material use of everything that I have, which can be a hindrance. My husband doesn't really like that very much. He's like, oh, well, what are you going to do with that? Well, you never know. You never know. I can probably make something with it. I can make stuff with anything. But these 3 valises, I basically took them apart very cautiously, unsewing every single piece of them, and I had a whole pile of material. And with those, I made about 20 or so little dolls like this with all the materials that I found in those sculptures, in those suitcases. And I came up with a cute little series of little guys. You can see them on my website, MannyMancerCortez.com. Yes, that's MannyMancerCortez.com. Where you also see my masks and all the fun stuff I'm like exploring. I'm exploring a lot of textile work, fashion design with like reclaimed materials. For example, this shirt is made out of like a million other shirts, as you can see. I don't know if you can see, but you can see. Look at them. Oh, yeah, let's get it. Like the model that breaks her back for no reason. Voilà, donc there's all of that. I just need to keep an eye on the time here. 1 second. Oh yeah, we have time. Which has brought me to exploring costumes, as I spoke with you guys when Kiara was here as our guest speaker. I love making costumes, and I feel like more and more I'm enjoying the exploration of collaborating with a performer and making a piece that is purely for a performance, and that piece sometimes will either hinder the way the person moves and cause the performance to be a lot different than what it was if the person was only wearing pants. For example, like I made these shorts for Pat Mecca, who's a aerial circus arts performer, and he does these beautiful pirouettes on oh my god, what is Batman's Robin? He does what is with his family? He does this circus thing that you swing. What is that called? He works on a trapeze, Pat Mecca. I'm sorry, I'm very bad at naming things. Anyway, so I made a costume for him, and it just spoke to the inspiration he had to make this performance. So not only did the shorts speak about what his performance spoke about, but like it really transferred the energy from his pants to the way he moved and the way he wanted to interact with his environment. And same with other pieces, like we spoke with Chiara, like she had a cape that she eventually stripped out of, and then her skirt, she could easily take it off, and then she had a bodice that became like these like shorts, and she started doing gym with it. And so like these pieces just kind of become part of the performance and the spectacle, and I really enjoy this these conversations that we can have with our clothing and our performances, right? I mean, every day you're walking around the world doing your thing, you're performing, no matter whether you like to call it art or not, you're performing. We're performing gender, we're performing where you come from. I'm performing as a Mexican American doll, whether I like it or not, whether I have this wig or not, you know, it's a performance. And so yeah, taking your clothes and making that part of it, I think is a really beautiful thing, you know, having the symbiosis with your clothes. Your hair is also a sculpture, you know, like check it out. Well, that was not very smooth. Now this becomes a sculpture, you know. I'm sweating because I'm really hot. I'm just gonna take it all off. 1 second, please. Much better. All right. Which reminds me, we're gonna go back to this. Do you guys remember this kind of cleaning my screen and me saying, "Oh, I don't know what that is. What? Oh my God, what is that?" Well, I knew exactly what it was. Surprise! I knew exactly what it was. And this is a leeway into our next performance, whose costume I helped create along with Etel Bibo. She was the original creator of this. She made a structure of this garment, and then I helped embellish it after with Sophie. Sophie Melis being the performers, who you will see live in a few minutes. I don't know, maybe not. But this is definitely not part of the costume. It's a prop that I think has a twin somewhere. I think some twin prop is calling my name. I need to check, because my back door is there. There's a knock on the door, so I need to do some technical changes here. We're gonna change cameras real quick, and then we're going to go check this out, because I don't understand what's happening out there. It's really weird. I'll be right back in 2 seconds. Oh, what is that? What the hell? What the hell? Okay. All right. This is very weird. It seems like what we are experiencing right now. I think I need to let it in. Okay. I'm going to go let them in. Give me 1 second. Okay, I don't know what's going on, but we're just going to let it happen. And there you have it.
party. We haven't been one in years. In years. Everything is illegal. We're holding back those tears. Those tears. And I know you want to go out. I want to go out. There's so much fun to come. There's so much fun to come. It's so fun to come. There's so much fun to come. I just want some fun to come. I need some fun to come. Your last day was a bike ride in 0-degree temperature. You didn't go home. There's so much fun to come. I hope there's fun to come. I want there to be fun to come. I need there to be fun to come. Where's the fun to come? I need that fun to come. I want some fun to come. Where is the fun to come? There's so much fun to come. I hope there's fun to come. I want there to be fun to come. I need there to be fun to come. Where's the fun to come? I need that fun to come. I want some fun to come. Where is the fun to come? And you're sitting at home with your girlfriend. 17th argument this month. You're dealing with some shit. Old patterns keep emerging, but there's fun to come. There's so much fun to come. I like that fun to come. You've got that fun to come. You gotta keep the fun to come. Don't forget that fun to come. I love that fun to come. Don't forget the fun to come. It's so fun to come. And you've got someone looking at you. Looking after you. Looking after you. Fun to come, fun to come, fun to come, fun to come. It's fun to come, fun to come, fun to come, fun to come. Oh yeah. There's so much fun to come. I hope there's fun to come. I want there to be fun to come. I need there to be fun to come. Where's the fun to come? I need that fun to come. I want some fun to come. Where is the fun to come? But there's fun to come. There's so much fun to come. I like that fun to come. You got that fun to come. You gotta keep the fun to come. Don't forget that fun to come. I love that fun to come. Don't forget the fun to come. It's so fun to come.